So today is a very special day. And you might be wondering, well, what's so special about today? I mean, there's the 4th coming up, there's stuff like that, but like, what's all this about? Why are you posting all these things about celebration? Is it about the new song? And well, yeah, kind of, but it's not necessarily about the song, but it's more about what the song is celebrating. And you may also be wondering, well, you're going around celebrating it like it's your birthday today or something. And well, it is. Kind of. My spiritual birthday, anyway. My actual birthday is in November. Yeah, today is 8 years to the day that I got saved. When I was 4, my parents first taught me the gospel, and I said a prayer because that's what they said. You gotta say a prayer to be saved, and of course they said you gotta mean it. But some of their stuff went whoop and in one ear and out the other, and with my 4-year-old ears. So I said a prayer, but that's not what saved me. And in 2016 I got baptized, but that's not what saved me either. And I knew all the trivia, I went to church, I did all the things, I knew all the rules. I even enforced the rules a little too much, but that's not what saved me either. There was a lot of talk about the rapture, especially with 2000 being somewhat recent at that time. But that talk always scared me, because secretly I was not ready for it. And I didn't know that until on this day 8 years ago, when a Southern Gospel Quartet came through my church and sang about the rapture and sang about the gospel message in general. Woo, look at that sun come out. And that was when the Holy Spirit finally struck, finally let me know. That's when he got a hold of me, and I realized that if I did not commit my life to Christ tonight, if he came the next day, I'd be left behind. And so that night, that's what I did. I made sure that night that I was going to heaven. And it was not through anything I could have done. That was when I learned that for by grace you are saved, not by works, lest any man should boast. It clicked for me finally what that meant. That it was through the salvation that Jesus provides alone that I can be saved. Through his death, burial, and resurrection. That was the only way. That was the only way that I could be saved. And now here I am. 8 years later, lots of trials and tribulation later, but lots of growth because of those trials. Talking to you about this and being able to post a song today about that. And you can watch the song if you want. It's alright, but really and truly, all glory to him, man. All glory to him. And my hope and my prayer is that that my channel, all my social media really, will be a megaphone for the gospel to anyone who is willing to receive it. Anybody. Everybody. I feel alive. I feel the need to create films, movies, music, all of it, man. So that way more people can have a spiritual birthday to celebrate. And if you don't have an exact day, if you don't remember the exact day, that's okay. You don't have to remember it or put it on a calendar or anything like that. All you need to do, all that needs to be made sure of, is that just make sure that you remember that moment of the day, the night, whenever it was, that you decided, Lord, it is by nothing that I can do that can please you. It is only through your grace and through your redemption that I can be saved. It is only by your blood that I can be made clean. And He'll do it. He'll save you. I remember right after I prayed that prayer, Lord, I wouldn't be ready if you came back tonight. Lord, please save me. And he did it. Man, it just felt like chains broke. And of course, not all the chains break at once. I feel like that's a misconception sometimes. People think, oh, instantly my life is going to be better. Instantly it's going to be easy. No. 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 Sometimes, a lot of times, trials will continue. Trials will continue anyway, but oftentimes it's more of the gradual journey than people think. You still have those chains, but they come off one at a time. And as you keep walking with Jesus, it all starts to slowly improve, but surely. And yeah, very momentous day, very happy. Yeah. To close here, one of our youth in the youth group at my church reminded me of Galatians 2:20. For I was crucified with Christ, so that it is not I who live, but Christ who lives in me. And that is why I'm so glad. Not just glad, overjoyed, in fact. Cheers. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. You have a good one.